Hello Caroline, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in today and telling us more about your experience that you've had really over the last 12 months, because you started working with me with the Weight Loss Goals Club. That was in 2022, and we've since done some deeper work together. And now I'm so thrilled to have you for 2023 Goals Club as well. But I really wanted to find out more about your experience going through the program, both programs actually. So can you firstly let us know why did you come and join the Goals Club?
Thank you, Suzanne. For me, it was that I was at a stage feeling quite desperate, trying to recover from cancer, stage 3 uterine cancer, and having chemoradiotherapy. And then suddenly the journey of trying to get better, and the weight compounded it by putting on 24 kilos from that, and then suddenly being realised that obesity adds fuel to any disease in the body. So that's not what I was wanting. So I needed something different to what I've always done. I've been on 100 diets and I needed a change of thought. And my coach, Vince Palumbo, who tried so many different things to help me, support me in exercise, and said, no, I think it's the mindset, try hypnosis. And then I had a friend who also said, yes, let's try hypnosis. And I picked 3 different people, rang them up, and I related to your story, Suzanne, when you shared things that I, gone through the same thing. So I felt like you walked the talk. And that was just over the phone. I felt that. Now, the whole 3 that I chose all had a lot of positive things, a lot of accreditations. But it was actually what you related to, which meant you listened to what I said over the phone.
Fantastic. Yes. And over the last, in Goals Club, how did you find that experience, and what results did you achieve from just Goals Club?
Well, the Goals Club really worked for me. You promoted that over the phone because it wasn't one-to-one, and I get a little bit nervous and a little bit it can be overwhelming. So in a group, I felt support and safety. And that was a foundation of a lot of information that you went through. But I also saw it through the eyes of the feedback of all the other ladies there. And that was very, very interesting, because there were things that they tried, and then there were things that made me look at it to try, or, we'd Google information up, and all these new books you'd share with us, and all this information. And you were cool and calm. No matter what excuse you heard from all of us, or any successes, you celebrated it all, and I really enjoyed that. And once a month, face-to-face worked, and then you were very good with the online support. So for people who enjoy that way, so you did it, if you look at adult learning methods, you kind of attacked each way for all of us to do the best. So that really helped a lot, because it formed trust, support, and a whole lot of information.
Yeah, fantastic. And what results did you achieve from that as a result of the Goals Club?
All right. As a result of the Goals Club, I had lost weight. I predominantly had lost maybe 5 to 7 kilos at one stage. I had a few things change in that time. Unfortunately, my mother had passed away after a long time caring with someone with dementia and wheelchair bound, so that set me back a bit. But what I did keep doing was, as you made us all be aware, it's not just food, it's everything. The mindset is about changing the narrative, relaxing, eating food slowly, nourishing your body, choosing the healthiest quality food you possibly can have, and just putting thought in meals, and putting thought in, do I want to do this to myself and my body? And that was a very different way of thinking. And the first thing I think you told us all, get off the scales. Now that blew my mind away, and I was very happy to hear it. But at the same time, I start to think, how are we going to be accountable? And I guess you showed us that dealing with emotions, hypnosis, so you offered the one-to-one, and a lot of people were very successful in the group who did the one-to-one first and then did the group. For me, I needed the group session first.
Yes, and then you did come and work with me one-on-one in the Mind Body Weight Reset program. So can you tell us a little bit about how you found that program?
Yes, I felt like after the group I didn't want to, Suzanne, you become like this living resource. You're a walking encyclopedia, and you don't want to stop that flow of information when you're tackling. So, you were very nice, discussed about how you could work with me and be flexible with me, and one-to-one really helped hone in. So timeline therapy, that was like a really it was overwhelming in my mind to think that could possibly work in such a short time. And we'd have a list of things, of fears, concerns, and one by one you tick them off, and it didn't take very long at all. So I was really happy to see some progress. And the emotion, I have very high emotions and sometimes a bit of nervousness in that, and so what you did, you try to unravel that with hypnosis and changing the narrative. So everything complemented what the whole group was. It kind of all works it's interwoven. Plus all the different readings, you did give credit to a lot of different authors and different way of thinking. So that's what I enjoyed. So one-on-one, it was always homework. You do your own research. Curious scientist is what you'd always discussed, and you were always very happy and very encouraging and motivating.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
And so, Caroline, what was life like before you came to see me, or before you had any experience with the programs that we offer?
Well, at that time, as I said, from recovering and being a carer for my mum and everything, things were very chaotic. I was very worn down. I was very, always being positive, always trying my best, problem with sleep, and just things were changing a little bit that you felt disempowered, I would say. And time to think and reflect about how you're going to plan to tackle something like this, which I've tackled for years. I've lost the weight before, and then I put it on, and it seemed to be yo-yoing. I'd lose 10 kilos and I keep putting it on over and over and then back again. So the emotional highs and lows of letting yourself down and sabotaging that behaviour was very upsetting to me. And I just, that's what brought me to you.
Yeah.
And that made me realise, like, the vision board as an example, you talked about changing lifestyle with eating, being social with food, out and about, that health does matter. And we got to choose what you thought. And the main thing was, I thought, reset our thinking. And I guess what I learned from what you said in the group, that these are goals. And what are our goals in nutrition? What are our goals in relaxating? What is in our goals that we want for the future to be excited? And so I'm not chaotic anymore. I have a lot more calmness. I still have a little bit of nervousness and stuff, but I'm working on things.
Yeah, that's amazing, and the changes that I've seen within you have just been incredible, Caroline. And you're now getting out and about and being social, and you're doing all the things that are on that vision board. And so many life changes, so many lifestyle changes, and being excited about food, and telling me all about your new little recipes that you've adapted to still give yourself pleasure around food, which is just so wonderful. And Caroline, what was the thing that surprised you most about the program?
What surprised me the most, that how empowering it actually was. And it wasn't just having someone being supportive and being there, whether it was through email or phone call, face to face, and having the other colleagues in the group at any time. It wasn't, all of that definitely helps, but it actually was like drawing a line there to say no more of the old chaotic way, and that dieting on top of the scales, on and off, there's something more than that. And that's what I realised. It was just like doing the group course. It was like back to school with information that I hadn't heard before, and it was a different way of seeing things. And you know, we gave examples. We had one time, we had a session where we went to the speed fit, seeing that in action, listening to other people, how they do things, and you're working collaboratively with other people in the industry. And that's what I think your books do, because you're not just keeping all the resources just in yourself, you're actually sharing different ways. And I think that kept my mind very busy. And you're right about the recipes. I've enjoyed now thinking, now what's a quicker way to do this and make this nourishing, at the same time remembering my protein levels and remember what is yummy and what's nice, and enjoying life, that it doesn't need to be a fear.
Yeah, that's right. And so just finishing off, Caroline, what would you say to someone who's considering joining the program? What would you say to them?
Well, most definitely, please do it now. Somehow, find the time, find the money, and guess what? You will find a new you. So money sometimes stops us. You know, we've got the cost of living going up at the moment, and it's not easy for a lot of people. And there's always different ways of trying to navigate this. Ring Suzanne, talk to her, be upfront about things, and you will find a new you. So is there a price you can put on for that? You've got to ask yourself. So yes, this is a big journey, and I'm really looking forward to the next one that's starting very soon, and that's once a month, in a group, and you've just learned so much from so many different people, and I feel like this is a whole new journey.
Fantastic. Thank you, Caroline. I'm so grateful to have you in the group. It's just been a pleasure working with you, and I can't wait to spend a whole nother year with you. So
Thanks
so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.